Welcome back to Celebs Watch 211. President Salva Kiir Mayardit has traveled to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, therefore shutting down the rumors claiming that there's a plot to conduct a coup in J1. On April 23, 2026, heavy military deployment across Juba city sparked fear and uncertainty among the city residents. Armored vehicles and large number of soldiers were seen in key areas such as near the University of Juba, on the Ministries Road, as well as Airport Road, and as a result, many people left work very early due to anxiety, which spread across the city. Following the tension, authorities stated that the military deployment was part of routine security preparedness ahead of the December 2026 elections and maintained that there is no cause for alarm.
Refreshment training, but then they're in the good capacity to come. This is the cheese the in the Kabata, inshallah.
However, the citizens were not convinced and they urged the government to provide clearer information to prevent panic and limit the spread of rumors. Most of the social media posts describe the political climate in Juba as tensed, as can be seen on your screen. For instance, in a statement issued by John, a former journalist at the SSBC, he stated, "Just in, another political tension is brewing within the ruling SPLM party as some senior members intend to depose Chairman Salva Kiir Mayardit, citing health concerns and leadership failures." After receiving the disturbing intelligence report, Salva Kiir immediately ordered troops deployed to the streets of Juba in the early hours of Thursday. The ailing leader plans to convene an emergency closed-door meeting with party members he trusts. According to sources, some senior SPLM cadres and high-ranking military officers names withheld have expressed dissatisfaction with his recent performance, questioning his ability to restore peace, maintain unity, and rehabilitate the country's devastated economy. To second what John shared, Deng also posted a similar message, and this is what he wrote. The latest information is that President Kiir held a security meeting where he lashed out at his heads of security over the worsening situation in the country. The cause of this morning deployments is twofold. Kiir suspects that SPLM leaders had the army plotting to overthrow him. And last night, someone spread information that Twitch Mayardit and Agar communities plan to protest in the streets. Whether these communities are being framed or whether it is true, we do not know. According to my contact at the Blue House, there is a sense of confusion with many not knowing what is going on, whom to trust and whom not to trust. President Kiir is irate and cannot believe his security team cannot get fighters from their communities. There is a possibility of a reshuffle soon. This implies that President Kiir might end up firing somebody within the security apparatus, especially at the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, or the National Security Service, as well as the National Police Service. While the South Sudanese netizens were busy fear-mongering and discussing the security situation in Juba, South Sudan, President Salva Kiir Mayardit shut down the coup rumors by traveling to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia on April 24, 2026. According to Ms. Arek, Aldo, Ajou, Deng, the press secretary in the office of the president, President Salva Kiir Mayardit's trip to Addis Ababa is strictly for bilateral relations.
This morning, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit is traveling for Addis Ababa, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, for a bilateral meeting with his counterpart, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. This visit is a continuation of the ongoing bilateral engagements between the Republic of South Sudan and the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, reflecting the shared commitment of both leadership to deepen cooperation and strengthen ties. The relationship between our two countries remain vital, grounded in mutual respect, regional stability, and economic cooperation. Ethiopia is a key partner to South Sudan and this engagement highlights our collective interest in advancing peace, development, and prosperity for our people and for the region. More details will be provided upon the return of His Excellency to Juba following the conclusion of the bilateral discussions.
Although a president can travel during a coup, it is highly situational, as that depends on whether they still have the control of the military, air traffic, and security apparatus. While it's possible for a leader facing a coup to travel outside the country, their movement is usually restricted, as coup organizers often ban government officials from traveling outside the country in order to prevent them from engaging in a counter-coup activities. For instance, soldiers held a checkpoint in the Kalam neighborhood of Conakry a day after the uprising that led to the toppling of President Alpha Conde of Guinea back in 2021. So this shows you how messy things can get quickly. And as you can see in the video, the soldiers are actually checking the cars to see what people are transporting and to make sure that no government official is able to escape through the road. And now, given the kind of reception and escort President Salva Kiir Mayardit got during his departure for Ethiopia and landing at Ethiopia, it's very clear that this guy was not under any pressure, either from the national government or from the military or any individual within the confines of South Sudan. Let me know what your thoughts are with regards to the coup that is allegedly brewing in Juba, South Sudan, and President Salva Kiir Mayardit's trip to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, in the midst of all these rumors.